I thought that the guys really came out to work. The seriousness and the professionalism and the attitude was right where it should be. I thought we got a lot accomplished. Certainly what we wanted to accomplish today, and I would define it as a very good start.
David, what did you want to accomplish today, if you don't mind sharing a little?
Well, we started with. We wanted to start with defensive principles. We wanted to touch a good bit about our rebounding. This is going to be extremely important. It's always important, but with this team in particular, we emphasized some actions from quick return on the break that we want to run and got inside a little bit of our offenses. I think more than anything else, we just wanted to set the tone for a serious working environment where everybody's engaged and everybody's focused. And I thought we succeeded in that.
Lebron was talking yesterday about how hard this is to reach your goals. Do you feel like people got that or get that? Like,
How hard it is for what? I'm sorry.
just to reach your goal. I mean, to win it all.
Well, we got a long way to go before we reach the goals. I really believe in baby steps and in doing things right, certainly from the beginning, and then sustaining and maintaining that. And generally, when you're doing things right, and certainly when you have the kind of players that we have, you got the ability to set lofty goals and to go after them. Right now, we're very much in the beginning stages, obviously, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
What I meant was, he's talking about how you can't waste a day. I mean, obviously, we're a million years.
Very true. Yeah, very true. He's absolutely right. And the thing is about that too is that a day lost is a day gone. A lot of people think, well, I'll take it easy today and I'll make it up tomorrow. You can't do that. That day is gone. And we really are emphasizing not losing any days, because there's not that many in terms of preparation.
David, when you incorporate actions that you're going to use for Kevin or for LeBron, how much do you look at what they did in their most recent circumstances, and how much of it is kind of what you bring to the table?
Well, a combination of both. Everybody knows what those guys can do. So, we're not reinventing the wheel by trying to find and help them to get into spots on the floor that they like. Maybe we'll just do it in a different way. That's all. Just to give a different look to things. But I'm not going to hide their skill set from anybody.
Well, LeBron talked about the finals last year, though, about how his percentage of ISOs had gone way down since he went to the league. His post-ups and some other actions went up. I mean, he's a different player than when he left here the last time. Obviously, you try to use all of it, but is there something in particular that sticks out to you that you want to use?
You know what I hope happens as far as that's concerned is that a lot of the other players will be able to take some of the load off of him. You know what I mean? That he'll come to times during the season where he'll be particularly fresh because that load will not necessarily have been on him all the way through. You know what I mean? Obviously, at the right time, he's going to step up and he's going to do those things that he can do that you talked about. But we can sort of spread it out a little bit more, and that should help.
Did you share what your message was to the team the first time you addressed them?
Did he share?
No, your message the first time you addressed the team.
You want me to talk about it?
Well,
I can't do that. We did sit together and we talked about some things that we want to be and how we want to work. Primarily we really want to be a group of guys that plays together, and that should be evident in everything that we do. How we practice, how we push each other, how we draw the best out of each other, how we pick each other up when things are not necessarily going so good. Sharing the load, everybody being responsible and accountable for what's happening here, and just getting better every day. That's what we're really looking towards.
David, after the first day, do you feel like there's an obvious starting lineup, or are there some positions that you're still considering?
To a certain extent, yes. But we're going to see how these guys play together. We're going to mix it up early because I want to get the feel. We want to get the feel for what different combinations look like. I told you guys before in the opening press conference and also in the media day that this is a team that has multiple options and can give multiple looks in terms of lineup and style of play. So it's going to be important for us to practice those things and really let that develop naturally.
David, how would you describe your coaching style in practice? Are you demonstrative, observatory? What's a practice like for you?
I don't know, just a basketball coach. I do it with passion and with pleasure. There are days that I'm one way and there are days that I'm another way, and generally that's by design. But I got a chance to coach some really great players, and what I really try to do is know what the hell I'm talking about so that they'll believe in what we're doing and follow. That's the most important thing.
Obviously, you're a confident man, but is it a little
Is it that obvious?
Well, is it at all intimidating, though, when you're out there with these guys? I mean, I know you've been through this before.
No, it's not intimidating at all. I'm honored to coach such a great group. On the other hand, I've been a part of a lot of great teams, and it's more pleasurable than it is intimidating, honestly.
You touched on this last week, but do
Yeah.
you need to scale back a little bit only because you've got 16 bodies, you don't have a full 20 body?
We didn't today. We may going down the line, yes, but we went at it pretty good today. We really did. Fortunately, the guys came in good shape. That's a big part of it, the work that's being done either by the guys themselves or in the last month, the individual workouts and the strength and conditioning workouts and the extra work that coaches are having with these guys certainly brought him here in pretty good shape. I didn't feel like we had conditioning issues today, and it was the first day, so that's a good sign.
Coach, can you tell a difference already with these style of players compared to the players you coach?
Yeah, they're bigger, faster, stronger, and jump higher. Generally speaking. I mean, I've obviously had and have coached a number of NBA players and a number of NBA athletes, but all around, I would say that all those things I just said are true.
David, Dion mentioned yesterday he wouldn't mind playing some point guard at some point. Is that something you're considering, or how would you feel about that?
I think you'll see Dion with the ball a good bit. I've never been one to pay particular attention to the position definition. I like to play with ball guards. You could easily define, LeBron as a ball guard, as well as Dion and as well as Kyrie and others. I like forwards more than forward center. I like guys that can face the basket, that can play with a back to the basket. I know that's sort of European, but I do like it because I just think it makes it easier to play offense and makes you less predictable. So, if D wants to call himself a point guard for a day, no problem. It's okay, it's okay with me.
Coach, to that end, LeBron typically hasn't played sort of high usage like guys have played off the ball quite a bit, whether it's Mario.
Yeah.
I don't know and some of your other guys. Is that the fact that you don't classify? Does that make it maybe a little bit easier?
Well, I mean, I think that sort of speaks to what I said before about not, there not being so much pressure on LeBron. And I'm not talking about pressure of making the play. I'm talking more just of having to handle the ball a lot, having to initiate offenses, having to bear the brunt of the physical load of getting the ball to places and to making plays for himself and for others. We do have some other guys that can do that, and hopefully that will serve him well in terms of making it easy for him to get some easy ones, but also as the game goes along and as the season goes along, to keep him from wearing down, just because there's other people sharing the load.
Do you plan on working these guys 2-a-days and really,
Well, according to the NBA rules, I only have 4 2-a-days. That's the rule, the law. Because we started early and we go to Europe, not to Europe, to South America, We do have the right to have 6 two-a-days. I don't think we'll fill that, just time-wise and schedule-wise. So we're really in the mode and in the philosophy of quality over quantity, and we're going to get our stuff done in the right amount of time with the right effort level.
Do you have 2 days in Europe?
Of course we have 2 days in Europe.
Yeah.
But I, unlike a lot of European coaches, I did not like to over-practice. You know, my teams never ran in the hills, and we didn't practice twice every day. You know, I think that there's a positive side and there's a very negative side to over-practicing. You know, but when practice starts, we're practicing. That I can tell you. You know, we're working, and we try to, again, emphasize the quality over the quantity.
Especially as the roster developed the way that it did. Did you ever get real anxious for today to finally get going?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that's a good question. I have been, leave it, it's okay. I have been excited as all get up to get back out on the floor and be with these guys, and I was not disappointed.
Is Haywood,
Thank you.
Haywood limited at all?
Brendan did a great job today, by the way. Our medical staff has worked long and hard with him. He has really, really made an effort to do everything we've asked of him in order to help him get back into and on the floor playing. Brendan went through the whole practice today. That was not expected 2 months ago or not even a month ago. He did a great job. I'm cautiously optimistic, and that was one of the real positives of today, was Brendan.